having, I think, my first side effect on this Manjaro. So I don't know. I'm checking in. I am driving. I just got in the car, so I better buckle up, buckle up, buckle up. Driving from work, so just got in the car. Yes, today I felt like my day was kind of like it started off okay, but I think I ran across a little bit of like constipation. But then I also, in the middle of my day, was feeling a little bit on the side of not really knowing if not really knowing if I was having other side effects. But I would say the suppression is there with the medication. So I did eat my breakfast, and so I did have like some protein this morning and for lunch, and I still drink a lot of water. But I think that I'm dealing with a sense of constipation because I'm used to just going like regular all the time, and now I don't know. Hello, hello. Yes, I am like leaving work now. Welcome, welcome, JC. And I was just checking in real quick just because this will be my first time I'm dealing with like some type of side effects. I am on the Bajaro 12.5, and I've never dealt with side effects while on Zepbound, or even on the compound. I didn't deal with any side effects either. So um, if you guys are coming in, just press the like button, please, so we can get it out to more people in the community. But yeah, so I am gonna probably refill my water bottle once I get home. Try to drink a little bit more water. Maybe um, I might have to take some Mag 07. That's what I normally will do. Um, so I might just have to do that as well. And but this is just a quick check-in. I'm gonna go walking later. Um, just probably for like maybe for like an hour, hour and a half. I'm just gonna go walk and basically get my workout in for today. Maybe that's all I need is a good walk, and maybe my constipation and stuff will stop. But while you guys are coming in, press the like button. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, so this is just a quick check in. Um, Tonight I do go live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is Scale and Soul. So if you come in and you can check in. And so I'm still debating if I'm going to change it from just 3 nights a week um, to right now I'm going live Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. But I think I was going to decide that I was only going to stay live only maybe like 10 from like 10 to like maybe 10:30, 10:45, but I was going to go on like every night just to check in and see how people are doing on their week, how is their shot week going, and give updates for myself because I know we deal with different things every day depending on like what foods we're eating and things like that. So that's what I'm debating about. I'm still on the fence, but for now I'm going to go tonight at 10 p.m. And the name of this segment is called Scale and Soul. So, I will have a topic of discussion that I plan to have up later on today. So just keep a lookout for that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, is anybody else dealing with any side effects today that they want to discuss or talk about? Or um, I know mine, this will be kind of like my first one. I usually don't have any side effects. Um, but I think I am, or maybe I just need to go for a good walk. Because I don't think I walked yesterday. So I do have to get out and do my walk today. So, and how's everyone's day going? Thank you for everybody who's coming in, pressing the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah. Again, I will be posting the topic of discussion up today once I get settled at home. Um, and I'm still I have three different topics I'm most interested in when that I want to discuss. One of them it's basically is about having there's a lot of, and it, again, everybody can join in on the conversation because it's not just pertaining to weight or any type of journey, but it's just reflecting off of what you have experienced just being on your journey with like different types. There's different types of content creators, so that's what I wanted to like source, because there's content creators who are bringing you informational things. There's content creators who are walking you through their journey, so they have different vlogs, right? And just trying to understand what type of content creators that you like what kind of content creators draws your attention, and looking at that. So that's something that I am interested in to understand. I actually started to make like a flow chart of different types of content creators, and um, I can kind of share what I have so far tonight. And I kind of just want to show you how I'm categorizing different content creators. And I want people's feedback, because I think I'm going to have to get a different platform so I can share my screen, because I don't think I'll be able to share it from just going live like this. But I don't have it yet. So I'm going to work on getting that tonight. So that's a determination if I'm going to actually talk about that topic or not. But it's really cool because, you know, everybody has a different space. And then we also have, I made a different one where I had um, there's like supportive content creators and non-supportive content creators, right? And that they're both really good, right? If there's a content creator in this community and they decide not to support other content creators, that's perfectly fine. And then if there's content creators in this community who decide to support others who are coming along on their journey and becoming a content creator, or even people who are coming along on their journey and they need some type of assistance, because like I said, there's different types of content creators, right? There's different type of content, and you have to find what works best for you. And if you are who you are, I think you should classify, and I'm gonna like have different categories of what you can call yourself in your bio, so people will understand like who you are. Like, you know, if I'm a if not, I'm not this, like I don't fit in this category, but if, for example, I was a content creator, and in my content, as being a content creator, you know, I provide informative information regarding GLP-1 weight loss, and I also provide style, but I'm also a non-supportive content creator. In that, I want to put that in my description. That basically means you're not here to support other content creators. You're here to provide a certain avenue. So then people know, like, okay, this person's only here for these things. Like, it gives them more settled information as to what people are here for. Um, if you're willing, I think I said this in like my first video, if you want to go watch it, like, you know, if someone needed to reach out to me regarding like different questions about, you know, how to do something, if it was setting up their page, if it was something that I can help them with, you know, I'm going to be supportive in that. And actually, I'm going to watch their content when I can. Like, there's downtime that I have, and some people can't, they don't have downtime, but I'm talking about myself. I have it, I can share, I can also recommend. I recommend people across, this is my life. I do that all the time. I have grown businesses from being, you know, $0 to $1 billion companies, okay? So I refer people to different networking places so that they can grow within. And I feel like that's giving back to me. So that's different things that you can do. And then some people can't. I have the same thing with family, right? We may have family members who, hello, hi, Harjarine, how are you? Okay, so your bio is kind of do motivational videos. Yes, on your, okay, see, that's great. So like that way people come to your area, come to, because I read these bios sometimes and I'm like, does that really fit what the person's really doing? Maybe that's what they intended to do, right? But we should really take, like, same thing with your resume, right? We always have to take a second glance. Maybe I've been in this walk with, created this when I created my bio when I first started, and I never went back to my bio on YouTube, right? Same thing with your resume. And hello, L. Lewis, how are you? And I'm on my second dose. Wait, hold on. I'm on my second and third week of 5.0 intense suppression and diarrhea this week. I've been debating if titrating down. Oh, yeah, if you need to titrate down, talk to your provider. Yes. Hi, Vanity. How are you? If you need to titrate down because the thing is like you want to be comfortable enough for yourself. I know there's different things that you can do, and maybe there's some, I don't know if it's called Zofran. I don't have my notes in front of me. I'm driving. Yes, I am driving safe. Thank you. Um, there can be different things that you can do. You can like basically can do. They can prescribe you ibuprofen to help you with if you ever feel like sick, like you're gonna vomit. But then I don't know what you can take for the other thing like diarrhea. I really don't know. I would have to look into that. But yeah, talk to your doctor. At least tell your doctor what's going on. How are you? Tell your doctor what's going on, and if your doctor knows what's going on, guess what? They're gonna help you. Um, get through that. But then also suggest some people stay on the 2.5. I think someone in my last live, I think it was Linda, she mentioned about how she titrated, how she stayed on 2.5. I think it was like either 20 or 30 weeks, if I'm correct. So, and she's like, that's good, you should be on a dose that works for you. But yeah, so again, regarding back to, and again, I'm gonna try my best to look at the comments. If I don't get to your comment, because just know that I just can't look down and I'm driving safe. Yes, as hello, hi from Russia. How are you? How are you? Welcome in, welcome in. So your different types of content creators, like I said, there's supportive, there's non-supportive. You have your description bio. I feel like you should, and this is a topic that I want to discuss, but I want my diagrams to be updated on the project that I am working on. I started working on it, and if you did read my community post, I did put up that I seen. Hi, Felicia, how you doing, cousin? Um, so I did put up like what I found when I was doing some research um, on, again, I use ChatGPT, and I was doing research on YouTube content creators who make GLP-1 content. I was identifying what type of content they create, what are their community. If I see them go live, I didn't check the box that they go live. If I never seen them go live, if they didn't go live like 5 or more times, they're not checked off on my box as going live, because it maybe people like to sit and watch people go live. So I'm making a like a little diagram. I don't know if I think I'm at work or something. And also people should identify if they're supportive of other content creators or they're not. And then you should also update your bio to say what these things are. So if you know that you're just coming on to, and let's look at the, on the pen with Dave, he just provides us the news. When he comes on live, most of the time he comes on live just to do interviews. There's nothing wrong with any type of style a content creator is, but identifying what that is to someone like me as a viewer watching, I want to know. I really want to know what I'm looking at. And I'm coming from two different stands. I'm coming from somebody who's watching content, and I'm coming from somebody who's trying to make content. And I think that it's very, very, at least for myself, I think it's important. Like somebody else may say, oh, no, that's not important. But for me, it's important. Or why does it matter? People should just click. No, I actually do read people's bios if they have them. So I usually don't watch people's videos if I have to go through everything just to figure out who you are. But I have watched a couple people who don't have like a good description in their bio. But you should have that information. If you don't have it, I think you should at least try to make something. Just welcoming people in. I think it's relatively important. Like when you go for a job, do you have a resume? Like that's how I think about it. So, you know, I can't tell people what to do, but these are just suggestions. Um, does anybody have any like questions oh yeah, my other topic. So that was my first topic that I want to do tonight when I come on at 10. And then I also want to do a topic just discussing like vitamins and understanding like what people are taking, and what, like, going over what vitamins are essential, and you know what do you put in your body, and people can put their suggestions. So I also have that as well that I wanted to discuss, at least to start the discussion. It might be multiple parts because, again, there's so many different vitamins and supplements and other things that is good for your body, that some people are using and other people's, some people are using and some people are not using. So just know that, if you're not using, some people don't use anything. They basically just take like a multivitamin and they're all set. Um, I actually, I like some people just drink water. Some people put water with, I think it's Himalayan salt. Some people use the LMNT waters. I would put that in there for their drinks. So whatever, I'm just trying to see what different supplements that's out there, and try to like also have. I'm making a worksheet with that too. So all my different worksheets are literally for like GLP-1. They see me rolling, they hating. Okay, okay, okay. We're riding dirty. Okay, okay. I like the glasses. They're cute. Um, yeah, so you can kind of like add to the conversation because I'm here to learn from others, because I guarantee you there's something that I don't know that my audience may know, and then we can figure that out together. And then like my sheet is literally can be adjusted at any time, but I want to make it available for everyone to go take a look if they do want different information regarding this area. And I am gonna update my bio to state like who I am as a content creator, and that I'm here to teach too, like, and help you learn and navigate what works best for you. I'm also, so the last thing that I might want to discuss tonight, which I'm still deciding, is I was going to talk about, um, brand, not really brand, because we know what brand is, right? We know that Manjaro and Zepbound is from Eli Lilly, right? And we also know that Eli Lilly provides a different continuity of buying directly from them to save on cost somewhat for the patient, right? And then we know that Ozempic and Wegovy falls under Novo Nordisk, and that they provide essentially a whole, like, they provide their medication in kind of in a similar formality, but their prices are, I don't know exactly what their prices are, but I know they have like some type of price model as well. And then, but that's why I don't want to talk about brand, because we can probably just click on their links and I'll have those prices up as well when I do go on. But then we have the compound, right? And oh my gosh, it drives me crazy when people say, oh, I don't want to use a telehealth company, I don't want to go compound, not knowing that there's some telehealth companies out there who actually you can get the brand from them, but they may offer other services for you. And what service do they offer? And then, I read in the comments, oh, this vendor is good, but like, but why? Like, some people, why are they good? Like, what do they offer? And I was going to talk about my personal experience, like, not understanding that. And if somebody would have had something that I'm creating to make me understand what each like telehealth company is, like, what do they bring to the table, and also what other services do they provide, what other supplements do they provide, right? Can they prescribe for all the GLP-1s, or are they limited to only prescribe to only one? Can they only prescribe you for Ozempic, right? So before you sign up, you don't want to be like, oh, I want to go for branded and I want Zepbound, and then you find out they don't even offer Zepbound, right? So that's something you want to look into, want to basically know that information before you sign up, right? So, and also teaching the people that's around that, hey, a compound, when somebody says they compound it, what does that mean? Like, what is a 503A pharmacy? What is 503B pharmacy? And did compound just start like right now? Like, no. But a lot of people may think that it has started right now. So understanding those components, right? Understanding what it means in society and what it means to you. If indeed, like if any of these topics are interested to you, or you think that, or you want to talk about something different, but those are the 3 topics that I really want to hone in on. I don't know if it's going to take me 1 session or 2, but that's why I'm also planning to change from coming on 3 nights a week for my educational sessions at 10 o'clock of scale and soul, and also talking about um, other things if necessary. But I might just come on like every night at 10, and then if you can't catch it, that's perfectly fine. I'm okay whether you can come on or not. If you can't catch it on a Sunday or a Saturday, you can always catch the replay. And the thing is I want to make sure that I am covering that topic over the segment that I need to cover it, so I won't be spending as much time. I want to like stop, give myself a time clock and be very structured, and because I can talk for days. So stopping it at 30-45 minute time clock, and then seeing the next one, and we can meet again. But all 3 of those topics are interested. Is anybody in here? Can you guys give me thumbs up? Tell me what topics you're interested in. Remember, we talked about the first one. If everybody's still in here, the first topic would be, well, I can talk one of them. So one of them was regarding vitamin supplements. Another one was regarding compounding companies. And the third one was talking about content creators. If anybody wants to comment below, you're welcome to, if you're interested in any of those topics and that we can start a discussion on. If not, I'm going to pick something by tonight at 10 that works for me. Feedback is always welcome. And then those are the first 3 that I'm going to talk about before I go into anything else. Vitamins. Okay. Thank you for your feedback, Jen. And then we will see from there, like, how the conversation goes and what direction it goes in, and, learning from each other. And hopefully, like, all of this information can be something that, you can tell someone else, you can teach the next person, or it can help you along your GLP-1 journey. Okay, thank you, Felicia. Vitamins. Okay, so I'm going to do vitamins tonight. I got 2. If nobody don't speak up, I'm just going to go into vitamins. But yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and make sure that I cover that and try to go for a walk, because I don't know, I think I'm having like a side effect where I feel like I don't think I went to the bathroom last night and this morning, which was odd for me. And then I think I drank enough water today, and I think I had enough fiber. I did my regular stuff, but I really don't know what's going on, and I'm like gonna go take a walk and drink some more water, and hopefully it kind of like helps me go to the bathroom. And I might just take me a Mago 7 before I start walking. Just because I don't want to feel how my stomach hurts right now a little bit. But yeah, so that's my plan tonight at 10. So if you're free, please tune in with me tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're in another time zone, I think I have it listed on my community posts, other time zones as well. If you need to look that up, you're more than welcome to. I'll see you then. Thank you for sitting with me through this. Vitamins will be good. It will be good to know if people are taking because they are advised. Yes, missing elements because of trend on GLP-1 community. Yes, I agree. And I'm gonna have all like my different vitamins that I had too and that I took, and we can discuss it and try to have it like open to see. And also I'll do a little bit of research, which I already have on my computer already. I just don't have my laptop set up to where I can record off of that. Like I have a microphone for that, and yeah. So I haven't did that. I'm doing everything off of my cell phone for right now. until further notice. So hopefully I can just use my laptop there for the content that I already looked up. And I think like later I want to try, like it's funny because I was thinking um, that like the more you push out information, right? People give you feedback, but when we don't like the questions that's being asked or the stuff that the audience may say, and like they make up your community, I feel like one of the key things is like whether you like it or not, you should really like try to respond, but respond professionally. And that's just something that I do. Like I'm okay with any type of like feedback either way. Like it doesn't like I will adjust accordingly, but I'm not gonna adjust to make you happy, but I will respond accordingly to let you know that like I understand what you're saying. And most of the time I think it's funny. Um, like that, you know, things could go in the wrong direction. But that's not that's not that important as making sure that we have what we need in our community, and that's real information, not bluffed information because you're sponsoring me. Um, Real information, not because I want you to buy something from me and go enter my code, right? And I just see so much of it where everybody's trying to buy somebody into something. Am I gonna have like affiliate codes about stuff if I get a discount somewhere? Yeah, I'm gonna do it for you guys because I am. But I'm not gonna like, I'm still trying to make sure you understand only get what you need. Don't buy something just because. Like when I like, even when I be offering people to go to, feedback has to be constructive, value added. Yes, I agree. Um, like even when I go talk about like going to restore hyper wellness and like providing if someone did email me and I gave them my code. But if you ever wanted to go to the sauna or do cryo, they have like I think they offer like 4 different services that you can go to with one time I can share with that person, um, and I don't get anything from it. Basically, I get 2 membership like freebies a month to give them to anybody. So I offer, and Restore Hyper Awareness is in mostly every state. However, it might be a little far. Like I drive an hour, almost like 45 minutes to an hour to get there. So I know it's like, and the people that I've asked, everybody said, oh my God, it's like 30 minutes or 45 minutes. So they might be in locations that might be a little further out depending on where you live. But I don't mind sharing my code if you want to go and try it and you want to just have a self day, right? And try something different. You would call them, schedule an appointment, and go in and get your sauna or do cryotherapy. That's where you go in. It's at negative 170, the degrees. The first time you go in, they only let you go in for 2 minutes, anyways. And then if you decide to come back, that'll be your choice, you know. But I don't get any incentives from having you go and use that code. So like, so the stuff that I'm going over and the things that I'm doing is basically to incentivize you to do better. If I get like a brand deal, I'll make sure I announce like, hey, oh, I'm gonna be doing this. But that's not why I'm here. Like, no, I'm here to really like teach and make sure that we all are on the same page and that we all learn something from each other. And the goal at the end of the day is that you are working on the goals that are set for you, not the goals that I set for myself, but what do you have set for you that you're looking to lose? Like I'm looking to lose 71 pounds, right? But somebody on here might be looking to lose 71 pounds. Somebody else might be on here looking to lose like 100 pounds based on where they're at, right? So, you know, we're not gonna like, I can't look at that person's journey and see. I don't know what's going on with their bodies. I don't know, you know, if they can take certain vitamins and if they can take certain supplements. So we're not gonna like pass any judgments on what this person's doing, what that person's doing, but we're just gonna say, hey, this is what we're doing, or this is what I'm doing. You know, check with your provider, make sure you can do it, you know? And I think that's the most important. It's just finding that space where you feel comfortable in. An environment, a space where somebody can say anything is more open than like condoning them. Like, and I watch different content creators on this journey only because of because I like their uniqueness in a certain area, or I like that they do this. And I would continue to be that person. That's why I said our bio should be reflecting of who we really are. I read somebody's bio and I was like, I feel like that really matches who they are, and they gave great feedback. And I liked it. I'm a researcher, so I'm gonna research everything I can about a subject matter, right? Just because that's just what I like to do. I like to go to the library and read, and I like to go to bookstores and stuff like that. So I'm like a nerd, and I'm the nerd in freaking the GLP-1 community. Like, I've if I had to teach somebody something, I'm telling them, different things. Or if someone asks me questions about this community, or I hear or question, or I see a question in a comment section, I'm always like writing it down so I can, if I don't know the answer, I'm like, oh, let me look into this and see what the answer is to that, so I can better understand what that person was asking, whether or not. Or I might sit and listen if the content creator answers. If they answered it, I'm like, oh, I got the answer. But if they don't properly answer it, or I need to verify, I do double check, and I think it's okay to cross reference somebody, and you know check them, see what information is out there that you may see, or maybe they information, right? Like a good one right now is the road thing with Serena. That's interesting, to me, someone who's actually used Row since March of 2025 when I first started my journey. So it's very interesting to me about like the advertisement, because advertisement is just a paid. They pay you for advertising, right? So so it's like that's interesting to me. And then it was like I think one of the commercials or ads said something about, you can get Row for as little as $10. It's like, where on your site says that? Like, I actually was looking for the $10 thing when I just canceled literally recently, but I went through all I took screenshots for you guys and everything off of their page so I can look. I thought I want to make sure I didn't miss the $10 thing. I didn't see it. I'm just coming honest. I didn't see it. So that's what I say. Like, when you see information, you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? And people are like, I'm not a, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not a groupie. I don't follow people because someone's a celebrity, right? I'll say this. I'll say this side joke so maybe you guys kind of understand. And this is my own reflection of my life, right? So I moved to Texas back in before my daughter was born. So maybe back in 2010, 2009, 2010, I moved to Texas. I had my daughter out there, but while I was out there, I was working, and this lady invited me to go to her church. And as she invited me to go to her church, she was like, do you know my pastor? And I'm like, no, I don't know your pastor. She's like, yeah, you probably know him. And she gave me the name or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know him. Like, I turned around to her and I said, do you know my pastor? And I gave her the name of my pastor in the town I'm from. And she looked at me and was like, oh, no, I never heard of that person either. I was like, exactly, right? So anyways, I do attend the church. I go to the church. And I then find out that, like, now today I know who it is, but that it was like TD Jakes, right? And mind you, I don't watch TV. I don't watch many movies. I didn't know who this guy was. So, like, the only reason I recognized it because one day I guess they was having a premiere movie he was doing, and they told us to stand up in church and like wave and stuff, and I did it, and then I found out that part, like that person was affiliated with this, and I had no hello to me, and so I had no idea that who he was in Texas. So I will always go back and laugh at that, like, you think that somebody may know the information. I don't follow people because of their status. So I don't really like, okay, like, so like all of this talk about like Serena is funny to me because her husband is like affiliated with like Roe, right? And so that's why I say to me it's kind of funny, right? And that's her connectivity to Roe, right? And so of course, like, I hope they documented it business wise correctly, and that they do everything they need to do. They have really good customer service, and I'll talk about this whenever we go over the compounds and health compound company oh my god, compound companies as well as telehealth. They're basically they're kind of the same but different at the same time. Um, and we'll go. I'll have like a chart or whatever to discuss that. But yeah, like it's just that conversation is very interested, and so I'm just. I mean, I like that she used the thing, but the whole thing of like promoting Roe behind it is like I just want honest promotion. That's all. Like let's know that nothing is $10, and that they do not offer Manjaro like in the process. This is this community is huge target for marketing. Literally saw a commercial skincare product comparable to GLP-1 patient. What does that? When you put it on your skin, you start to feel losing weight. It holds your suppression. That's what it means. Yeah, she's getting that coin. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like and and who wouldn't? But she lost the weight. She did. She she got on like whether she used it or not. She lost the weight, you know. And it's just make sure your ads are. Maybe they're gonna decrease their prices to $10. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I put a post on Dave's thing about Roe not offering Manjaro. They don't offer it. It's not a. It's, they don't write a prescription for it. So that's why they didn't do my PA correctly. Because they don't even like in the pen, like you look at their pen doesn't say anything on it. So but it just looks like either a Zepbound pen or it could be Manjaro. But because excuse me, maybe they can't do that because of Eli Lilly. But you might as well put Zepbound on it because you don't offer Manjaro. So it's just like being clear to the audience and telling them really what's happening. But customer service, they're great with customer service. Like they're great. I can say that. Like they even will like no hesitation with sending me my money back. Like literally next day money in my bank account. Like I mean customer service is excellent. They know they were wrong and I called them out. And maybe they just thought I'll stay silent about it just so I won't speak. But I'm gonna speak about it because it's not fair that other people are going to sign up and they may be in the same predicament as me. They may get a refund too, but that's not the point. Like, I was good with it when it first started because they got my PA approved. But again, they outsource PA information. They outsource their PA. They don't do their physicians don't do their PAs. They said it's outsourced. I'm like, what does that mean? Like, so I had to go back and do some research on that because it's not listed on their page either. He can't be using Ro. That's impossible. They don't offer Manjaro. Like he can't use. Like I know he didn't say that. I, they don't offer Manjaro. I have a whole email. They don't offer it. That's impossible. They said they don't write any scripts for Manjaro. They only write it for Wegovy, Ozempic, and Zepbound. I have a whole, and I took pictures of all my interactions before um, before I terminated my account. I did that. Yep, I wanted to make sure that I had everything documented accordingly. Um, so yeah, I mean, so you can just email them on the side and just ask them if they write a script for Manjaro. Like it's called like I think it's RO at Row Company, Row Co. CO. No, don't put the M, something like that. Yeah, you can just send them a message. They'll respond. They're really responsive. They'll respond right back to you. Tell you no, unless they just started writing it. I mean, I had the last email I got in July. It told me the reason why they couldn't. They like I basically can't continue because I can't get on Manjaro. They can't write me for Manjaro. So, but they don't advertise that, you know. Yeah. Um. Oh, I'm gonna do a video on my experience with Ro. Yeah, when I talk about the compound companies and different virtual companies, I'll be getting more in detail about my experience with Row. But I kind of like been bluntly just saying it. I was holding it in a little bit, but you know, I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, they have great customer service. When I filled out the paper, like, you know, every week of like reporting my weight and stuff, I was gonna show screenshots. I have screenshots of like what the platform looks like and stuff, and tracking my weight and communicating with the doctor. They get back to you. They might get back to you in like a day or two if you have any like, you know, complications. It might be that day. Um, I mean, I guess it's better than sometimes I hear that other places are really behind on that stuff. They do Zepbound, vials, and pens, and Ozempic and Wegovy. Yes, that's exactly what they do. You're absolutely correct, and nothing more. So, um, and that's it. That's all they offer. And so if you know, no one on Manjaro should be saying that they use Row, because that's not a possibility. You know, so yeah, but I'm gonna let everyone go. Thank you for tuning in with me for these 40 minutes. Um, I have to get to cheer. I wonder why they don't do Manjaro. They offer, yeah, exactly. That's what I asked them, but they never responded back to me regarding that. They just said they don't offer it. So I don't know why. You know, I don't know. Maybe in their contract that they have with, you know, Eli Lilly, it says that they will only offer um, Manjaro. I mean, Zepbound. I don't know. I really don't know. But it affected me, but I moved on. And I'm thankful that the transition was smooth. They made it so easy for me. That's why I'm not like bashing them. I just want them to be more informative. Like, you know, thank you. I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I got to go get ready, get my mini me ready for cheer. So that's my next duty right now. But thank you all. Hope you join tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Skell and Soul. I almost forgot the name. Did y'all notice that? It's been a long day. Have a good day. Bye. Love you guys.